Greetings, 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 Jaja children. I pray all of you are well. I'm Lily of the Valley, and I bring you greeting in the name of JEhovah, our Creator, and Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our King. If we read Psalm 2 again. Remember when Bruce Golden did say this? Okay. Remember, those of you who like to talk about maroons and which maroon this and which maroon that, there are plenty of Judas Iscariots down there, so in Jamaica. Remember, the Southern District of New York always put that court somewhere in our head. Anytime when you see liberals, the GOMER community, see Genesis 10 verse 1 to 5, I feel them tribe that the capital is Tel Aviv, and them run things worldwide. The Greco-Romans, they were famous for bringing down whole empires with this type of lifestyle. Notice how quick Jamaica gone to hell as well. Because they don't know that this thing is against the laws of JEhovah, the laws of the Bible, common law, every kind of law, nature law, because it wipe out your nation in a just one generation. So now if we go pause these things and read between the clues. So this court, anything will come out of New York, the ASCHANIZI, them run the court there. When we lost all our properties in the United States and we ended up, they all moved the cases to New York, they all died there, all our mortgage fraud cases. Not only did they die in New York, in this same Southern District of New York, but when they even settled the cases, the attorney generals read a mortgage fraud, none of the banksters went to jail. Do you know why? Check the lineage of the people who are the judges, the lawyers, the banks, the mortgage companies, the insurance companies, the title companies. Lineage is very important. Hold on. Remember what's happening to Trump in Manhattan? You know why them also hate Trump? Them hate the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Majority of the people who run these courts are atheists. Them not believe in the JEhovah, the Bible. They don't believe in the laws of the Bible. They have a thing called the PROTOCOLs of the LEARNED, Elders of Zion. It tells you how them are going to infiltrate the world, the governments, the churches, the courts, everything worldwide, and how they're going to do it. So notice most of this corrupt money goes to the Liberal Democrats. The equivalent of the Liberal Democrats in Jamaica is the People's National Party, and any politician on any side who will promote the agenda of the BANKSTERs, the usurers, the oligarchs, the businesses, and all they specialize in is FRAUD. So notice them have a lot of offshore accounts everywhere, offshore politicians, all of them. When they get their trillions and their billions stolen worldwide, them set up a whole bunch of fake charities. Notice you can never write to one of them charity there and get $1 out of it. So you have these foundations where the Haitian them money gone in, We then raise money for everybody. And then not a cent go to the poor people. Okay? So them linked to these people right here. Okay? But the most I dependent tail. You know, because he saw that so many of us cried tears. He had to take up the cases. And you notice how they slap each other on the hand when them do anything wrong. And then bail each other out of jail. Remember, during the Trump years, they set up these shadow governments. And them say by any means necessary, them gonna bring him down. So anybody who them target is the same thing they do to them. Whether you're Trump or me or Alex Jones or Mike Adams or whoever. This is how they work. Notice the BLM or the Black Lives Matters, those were trained Marxists. They burned down the inner cities because the inner cities had very good properties that they wanted. When they fled to the suburbs, the ghetto had some of the best properties, the best location. They wanted that. Them used the BLM using George Floyd death and then burn down the whole of the inner city. Everybody pack up and left. Same thing going on in Jamaica in the 1970s, 80s, 90s. Everybody pack up and left. Then guess what? They all moved in and they swept up those properties. So it's called disaster capitalism. Okay, hold on. So, sorry about that. You have to look closely at Wahandro Holness, PJ, Portia, Siaga, Manley, Bustamante, all of them people there. They've been putting this thing through the back door, the side door, changing the laws to fit themselves into the government. Anybody who want to stick to the Bible, they find a way to frame them and to take them out of power. So when they came with the gutter politics, it was just to continue the divide and conquer. So Jamaican people, you have to know that the SODOM community, them plan to take over the whole world, just like the Arabs, just like the Chinese, the Hindus, just like the children of Israel. Everybody a battle for territory. Just like the atheists, just like the agnostics, just like all of them. And they couldn't win the war face to face against the children of Jacob because JEhovah fights for them. So they come with a lot of stealth. So when you see Bruce Goulin had to resign suddenly, it's probably because of this. Okay? Notice the other day when they tried to send 2 of the SODOM people to Jamaica and Jamaica said no, then they came out with the travel advisory and the embargoes. Notice all the little silent embargoes on arms, on this, and every minute something else come out against Jamaica. That's why uno can't have people with dual loyalty, with mixed bloodlines, mixed agendas, mixed allegiances. For example, an atheist is in line to run Mexico from the same Ashkenazi tribe. You thought Mexico was predominantly Catholic, right? So how did that happen? When you have fractional votes and democracy and things like that, anybody can be installed. Is who count the votes, who program the machines, who slaughter the most people. That's their democracy. We don't run that kind of government where we're from. We do a tribal theocracy. So it don't matter who in our tribe, as long as them see the common ancestors and they are looking just like we, that's our people. We treat everybody else like the stranger, give them food and water or whatever, but there's no way they're coming into our tribe to run anything, rule anything, do anything. If we need an expert for anything, somebody from our tribe or lineage, or bloodline, or common ancestry, which would be what they call Negro, would have to go and get trained to do it. That's how the Most High set it up. He set it up that way for a reason. So I'm going to link this video in the description box. And it says, and notice, since he's very close to the World Economic Forum, most of them are close to some type of stuff. Notice the pictures with the BILLGATS. Notice the symbols where the Minister of Health, the GIS people put up with their hand, and the Mark Jefferson as well. So this person addressed the Southern District of New York. Remember that quote earlier? And when me tell you, said that quote there, and nothing but fraud them do. And the same Fulton County, Georgia, wanna see a try tell Trump, say, him not supposed to question election. You ever see that in America yet? When them have alternate elections and Democrats question more elections than anybody here? And Stacey Abrams question elections. All of them question elections. It's not against the law. What they don't want is that the people who saw what happened election day, they don't want the world to know, so them blow up a lot of them people there, them cancel them, them, I don't know what them do, disappear them. Just like how them disappear people down there in Jamaica for politics. They do the same thing here using Antifa and them, they call it now, them enforcement squad. Yeah. Them dox people, dox judges, dox everybody, threaten everybody. So, maybe good Bruce Golden, he can tell you what happened as well. But that same court with the mortgage fraud, that was a couple $1 trillion that Americans lost. Remember, Obama also has an ASHKANAZI mother. And they were heavily associated with the SPY community. And nobody can figure out how many birth certificates they have, how many passports, all of that stuff. So, I'm going to link the video. And the documents that he mentioned from Southern District of New York, I think what they need to do in Jamaica is to have a Truth and Reconciliation Committee as to all the people who have served in Jamaica's government since the mulatto, the whites, the Arabs, all of them. You got to investigate everybody. And all of the laws and rules with them pass, all of those have to be null and void, and we start over. Because you're going to find this thing goes so deep, so deep, so deep, so deep. But remember the James 5 verse 1 to 6. Remember Psalm 109. When things get too much for us to bear, that's when the Most High step in and release them hidden things where them are hide.
Uncertainty regarding the government.
After the Tivoli extradition, Bruce Golden was called to answer some questions by the Commission of Inquiry because they thought he was communicating with Dudus.
Former Prime Minister Bruce Golding told the Commission that he surmised variances about the initial amount of casualties reported to him by the security forces compared to the numbers suggested by residents during the May 2010 joint police-military operations. Mr. Da Costa wanted to know whether or not Mr. Golding was briefed about details of the operational plans.
If it was that I had believed the security forces, then I wouldn't have sent them in. If it was that I believed the residents and I was totally disregarding the information being given by the security forces, I might have summoned an emergency meeting of the cabinet and said, no, this can't go on. I did not know. And I asked the three gentlemen, go and have a look, see what is happening. Do not allow yourself to be restricted in terms of where you go and who you speak with. And come back to me as soon as you can and give me your own assessment as to what is happening. I should have looked at Major General Saunders, and I should have looked at Commissioner Ellington. And I should have said to them, I think both of you are liars. I don't believe a word you're telling me. I believe what the residents have been telling me on the phone.
No, then two man the name when call. Is either them